शुरू करो।
शर्मा सर।
गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। After a long gap, I am in front of you, and you have already seen my previous classes in which I have taught educational setting of India. After this chapter, now we have to learn about the physical features of India, physiography of India, natural landforms of India. Before the learning of this chapter, first our duty is to understand how this earth was made. It was a story related to formation or origin of the earth. When our earth was made, there was only one landmass which was called Pangaea. There were no any continents, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica, etc., etc. These all together were not at the present of that origin of the earth. Only Pangaea, that landmass was there, and it was included all continents there, and it was surrounded by water from all sides. That water body was the inclusion of Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean. Together this was known as or given name Panthalassa. I think that in my previous classes already I have described about Pangaea and Panthalassa. That Pangaea, which was made ancient rigid hard land masses. It was the area of the hard rigid land mass which was already formed by the evolution of magma material, lava material. This Pangaea was divided in between two parts by a narrow, shallow sea name given Tethys Sea. Northern part of this Tethys was given name Panthalassa, Laurasia. Southern part was given name Gondwana land. These both were the main part of that Pangaea. Then after evolution of rivers, that Panthalassa and Gondwana land, that Laurasia and Gondwana land, Angara land and Gondwana land, from both sides a river were started to erode this region and carrying huge amount of sediment and deposit in this Tethys Ocean. Due to regular deposition on the bottom of Tethys Ocean, that Tethys was filling up regularly. Due to sedimentation, pressure was increasing regularly, and at the same time, inside of that Pangaea, conventional currents were started to flow. That conventional current were flowing inside the earth in the search of weaker portion to come out on the surface. In that position, that Pangaea was being on balance, and it was divided into major parts, 7 major continents. Angara land was divided in between North America, Europe and North Asia, and Russia, Siberia. South part, that was Gondwana land, divided into Africa, South America, Peninsular India, and Southeast Islands group, that was Indonesia, Malaysia, Java, Sumatra, Borneo, Manila, Philippines, Hong Kong, Thailand, Myanmar, etc. all together, that was included under this one. Suppose that was the region of, it was suppose that Angara land and this was Gondwana land. It was the region of Tethys Ocean. Rivers were flowing from these both, started to carrying sediments, deposit in this bottom, and then after convectional current was started to flow from inside the earth, and that has uplifted the Tethys Ocean. Find it here. In my classes, I have already convinced about the tectonic plates moving crustal plates, crust mantle core, outer layer crust. Moving crustal plates are also called tectonic plates. Tectonic plates having the three types: converging plate, diverging plate, transform plate. Due to converging of both Angara and Gondwana and conventional current coming from inside the earth that was uplifted and pressure were increasing, pushing from both sides. That's why this plateau was uplifted and taking a form of like this. And Himalaya was formed. This is a story of evolution of Himalaya. In my regular classes, when I will come, I will give detail related to the formation. Through this process, Himalaya was formed. This is called evolution of Himalayas. In this chapter, the first topic, that was the Pangaea, Panthalassa, Gondwana land, Angara land, Tethys Sea, evolution of Himalayas. I have already described here. Then we have to go after the formation of Himalayas that was located in the northern side of India from Jammu Kashmir up to Arunachal Pradesh. In between Himalayas and the southern plateau, there was a shallow region of Tethys Ocean. That was the southern lateral part of Tethys Ocean, which was not uplifted. But due to formation of rivers from Himalayas, such rivers were started to flow from Himalayas and carrying huge amount of sediment and started to deposit sediments in these valleys. Due to regular deposition of sediments in this valley, this great northern plain was formed. This is the story of the formation of northern plain also. Till now, just I am saying, any plain in any part of the world, that is the result of the deposition of sediments brought down by rivers. After the formation of Himalayas, Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj, Chambal, Jhelum, Betwa, Ken, Sindh, Son, Kali, Rapti, Gomati, Budhi Gandak, Bagmati, Kamala, Balan, Lakhandei, Koshi, Sankoshi, Mahananda, Tista, Dihang, Dibang, Brahmaputra, Lohit. Such all big rivers were started to coming from Himalayas, and they erode the Himalayan mountain ranges and carrying huge amount of sediment and started to deposit it in this northern plain of India. I mean the southern part of the Tethys Ocean, and due to gradual deposition of that sediment, this northern plain was formed. I will teach about northern plain detail in my next topic, northern plain. So further come, after the formation of Himalayas, Himalaya was formed in three stages. That was Greater Himalaya, it was Middle Himalaya, and it was Lower Himalaya. Three ranges were formed. Among the three ranges, there is a difference in elevation. That is the Greater Range. It was formed inner part of that Tethys Ocean, I mean northern part of Tethys Ocean on the border of Tibet. Then after second upliftment, Middle Himalaya was formed. Third upliftment, that was very slow, Shivalik range was formed. Lower Himalaya was formed. Due to the upliftment forces, three ranges were formed, and these ranges were parallel to each other. Difference only in elevation, that the average height is 6,000 meter, average height 4,000 meter, average height 1,000 or 1,100 meters. Is it? So three ranges were formed due to upliftment of Tethys Ocean. I haven't proof. I am not saying a story. It is not imaginary. It is scientific proof. It is online class. That's why I am not ready to give some details about this. Otherwise, when our classes will be started, then I will give details related to that that Himalayan ranges. Okay. Now you write down in your copy. Questions also you write down in your copy. What was Pangaea? What was Panthalassa? Name the two parts of Pangaea, Angara land and Gondwana land. Discuss about the Tethys Ocean, या Tethys Sea. Last question is that how Himalaya was formed. You have to read your book, find out some materials from there, and write about the evolution of Himalayas. Is it? Today for today, this topic is enough for you. So in my next class, I will teach another topic. Thank you.